Hi guys, today we are reviewing a Fitbit Versa 2. In the review we'll go through the style, dimensions and some but not all of the features. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you can see, this watch has a stainless steel coppery effect case to it. We've got a button on this side in a shiny copper. Around the other side we've just got a little pinhole. We have on this watch at the moment a pink silicone strap. We have a pink little retainer with the Fitbit logo in it. You can see we also have a copper coloured metal type buckle. The silicone strap has a lot of adjustment points. You can see loads and loads of them, and it is very flexible. Now the back of the watch, obviously compared to an ordinary watch, this is a bit different because this has got the sensors on it. So you've got the charging point at the top, which are these three dots, is where the watch gets its charge from, and then these little windows here with the little lights on, these are the measurements for measuring your heart rate, pulse, things like that, so when you're doing the active tracking. You can also see there's little levers on the strap in the corners, one there, one over there. These are to release the strap so you can change it for other ones, because when these watches come new you get two lengths of strap. You get a short one and a long one. This one's currently on the short one, as you can see by the little S for short, P for pink. If we come around to the face, you can see this is a touchscreen face, and you can see that at the moment it's blank. As soon as you tap it you get the clock face appear. Now this one has got a custom clock face on it. You can have many clock faces on these watches. These are also accessed by pressing the button at the side. If the display is gone, again it comes up. Whilst the face is displayed, you've then got your touch features. Now this is a Fitbit Versa 2. This model has replaced the Fitbit Versa, but it's the model before, or has been superseded, shall we say, by the Versa 3. This watch is still available on the Fitbit website. It's still around about the £160 mark. It's just been upgraded slightly on newer models. But as I said, if we get the display up, if we swipe across the display, we've got things for our exercise, timer, alarm clock, Spotify. We've then got the relax mode, weather, wallet for using it as a pay watch. You can use this watch to pay for your shopping using like Apple Pay and Google Pay. You can control your music with it. Swipe again, we've got settings, we've got another, instead of Spotify we've got Deezer, we've got tips on how to use it, and you've got a thing to help you find your phone. We've then got the agenda, Alexa and clock faces. Now this again works with your phone, so Alexa and things like Deezer and Spotify, they work with your phone. So your phone's connected via Bluetooth to the watch, which is why I'm not going to go for all the features, because there are lots and lots of videos out there. Lots of people have talked about the features of these watches, and you can find plenty of YouTube reviews on how to use them. I just wanted to review it like I normally would review a watch. So most of the stuff is done through the Fitbit app on your phone, and anything that you track is connected to your phone, as is for Spotify and some of the other features like Alexa. So on your phone you just have the Fitbit app, and then you can turn it on Bluetooth. I've turned mine off because I only tend to wear the Fitbit at the moment at night. As I'm a watch collector, I don't tend to wear Fitbit type watches or smart watches because I've got many other watches from my collection to wear on a daily basis. So I'll explain that in a second. But everything you do, you can read up through the Fitbit app on your phone, and it will give you things like calories and stuff like that, and how you've been burning, and all your other goals and stuff you can set on your phone via your watch. The other thing you can do with the watch and phone combined is if you swipe downwards, you can then read text messages, and it will notify you when you get text messages on your phone via Bluetooth to the watch, and you can read them on the watch. If you swipe up, it gives you your steps, hours you've been active, heart rate, sleep, stuff like that. So you've got all these other settings on here. Now as I said, I have only just got this, haven't been wearing it, so I haven't done anything yet. Press that button to go back to the clock. So as yet there's no data really stored on it. Now the reason I got the watch was to measure my sleep and to replace a previous Fitbit. I previously have this one. This is the Fitbit Surge. I've had this for about 6 years or so. It's quite good. It's good for sleep tracking and exercise, but it is getting a little bit worn and it's not working as well as it should do. It takes an age to try and sync it with the phone. Sometimes it doesn't sync at all. You have to switch it on and off, and the battery life isn't lasting very long. This is only lasting maybe 2.5 days, 3 days on the battery. One of the big advantages on this one, which I may still keep it for, I'm not so sure yet, is the GPS tracker. This one was one of the ones at the time, the only ones to come with a GPS tracker. You went into an exercise mode, you got extra buttons on this one, press start, and it then looks for the satellites. Once it's found the satellites, you can then track your run or your walk or your bike ride, whatever you want to do, with the watch without having to keep your phone on you, which was really, really useful. It's a very clever part of the unit. This one also does as part of your exercise plan. Go into your exercises, you can then go to your shortcuts for run, swim, bike and so on. This will also do GPS tracking, but the downside is you have to have your phone with you. So to do the GPS, you've always got to have your phone with you, which is a bit of a pain, because you've got to have it somewhere on your body, which if you're cycling, it needs to be somewhere around your wrist or at the top of your arm, shall I say, and on your leg or in a jacket or something of that nature. Whereas the other one, the old Surge, you didn't need the phone with you at all. You could just take the Surge and go out on your bike. This one has one advantage over the Surge, of course, in the fact that you can do swimming with it. So if you go back into it, one of the exercises is swim. There you go, and you can set a goal and you can set your swimming target. So you can actually wear this in the water. It's 50 metres water resistant, but this is 50 metres water resistant for a proper sports watch. Unlike the other watches I normally review when they say 50 metres is just get them splashed, get them wet when you're doing the washing up, that sort of thing. This can actually be worn in a swimming pool whilst you're swimming, and it won't do any harm. So this Fitbit does need charging, same as the other one does. This one's got a longer life though. They quoted the life for this when it was new in around 2016-17. This would last between 4 to 6 days. So 6 days at the best, 4 days, 4.5 days at worst, which is still better than the old Surge. Now to do that, it comes with a charging dock and charging cable. This one didn't, because as you know, most of mine don't come brand new as such. So for mine, I had to buy a new charger. That's this thing. Bought this charging dock on Amazon. It's actually a very good deal. I'll put a link down below for this. You've got a dock for charging the watch. That's this thing here. So you've got a USB end one end, and you've got this bit that holds the watch. It's like a little clippy thing. The watch goes in it that way. There it goes. That sits in there. You stick it in your USB port and that will charge your watch for you. It's very clever. The other thing it comes with nicely in the box as well, you've also got two of these things. These are protection covers for the face. So these things come with it, the two protection covers. You get two of them, one as a spare. They've got a little black bit in them just to hold them, to keep them in shape. But these things are to protect the screen. Because it's a touch screen, it can get scratched and marked quite easily. So this thing goes over the watch casing and face. It's got two sides to it. You've got the little hole one side and then the button hole the other side. This just pushes over like that. That's then clipped on. With the cover on, it still does all your swiping and everything else as you expect it to, but it's now protected. It's got a little bit more protection around the edge of the case as well, so the case doesn't get damaged, and it also protects the face, as I said. Now earlier in the review I did show you on the back that the watch has got these little clippy bits. Now the little clippy bits is so you can change the straps because of the different size straps, but you can also buy different coloured straps on Amazon and other places as well. So of course I have bought some straps. I've bought 4 straps. Again, I'll stick a link down below. I've got a nice burgundy colour with a goldy sort of copper clasp. I've got a black with black clasp, which is better suited to the black Fitbit. They do this model with sort of the goldy coppery colour, and they also do it in sort of a standard black, so this would fit that one better. I've also got a nice blue colour, which would go with either black or with the goldy colour. But I'm actually going to fit onto it a green one. So I've got a nice green strap which will go and make it look like one of my ice watches. I've got an ice watch with gold and green, which looks really nice, so I thought this would look nice. These are longer. This is the large size, and I'll show you in a second how much longer it is. But it's quite a simple job to do. Literally all you've got to do is get your finger in, pull this little lever here, and literally the strap pops out. So you then do the opposite. You put a little lock in here, that one goes in there, you put your finger on this thing, and in it goes. Then we are locked in place with a green one. So on green, it actually looks quite nice. You've got a green and the gold colour. I quite like the look of that. The difference in length is quite long. This is the green in long, normal, large size. This is the pink, and you can see there's a difference here. Quite a bit of a difference actually in the length between the two. But as you can see here, with the green strap, it actually looks quite nice like this. I quite like this. The difference with these ones, they don't have a metal buckle. These ones have a plastic buckle on them, but that doesn't really matter. You get 2 retainer points as opposed to the 1, and these ones have got like a little clip bit in them. I don't think these ones got like a little clip bit in them there, so when the watch is on the strap and it's done up, these bits actually lock. They clip in place when it goes over them, so that they stay where they are, which is quite nice. So guys, if we come to the sizes, the face of the watch, which is the black part you see here, is 37mm. The case including the metal, so the sort of metal stainless steel case itself, is 40mm. If I include this little button, it makes it 41, so it's not much. Strap width on any of the straps is 22mm. The thickness, it looks a lot thicker than it actually is. You think it's quite deep, it isn't. Some of that is to get rid of these little knobbly bits. As I said, the knobbly bits that hold the strap in place, you think that they might be too long and they might stick in you, but they don't, because the watch is thick enough. But it's only 12mm from front to back, so again, it's not as thick as it actually looks in the way of its size and style. Weight wise though, because it's got a silicone strap and the actual watch itself doesn't weigh really anything because it's all electronics in there rather than heavy metal bits of watch, it only weighs 41 grams in total. So it's not a heavy watch. As I said, it's not designed to be. It's designed to be light on your wrist. You have it on with you all day, and in theory you would keep track of all your steps, health, calories, everything, because it would be your everyday watch. For me, as I say, it's mainly going to be for sleep tracking. They're very, very good for it, and it keeps me sort of, in track with what I'm doing, because I always used to think I didn't get any sleep. With this, I know I do. So, good sleep tracker. I will use it for exercises. As I said, if it's going to be taking my phone with me on the bike, I'm not so sure. I might use the old one, but I may still use this one. But I might get used to using some of the newer other features on here, things like the Alexa and weather, things like that. I don't know. As I said, for me, it's more to go into the collection and be a nighttime watch that I will wear every night. The other Fitbit I wore every night since I've had it, I think. So I've worn it 5 years, 6 years on the trot, and it's done a very good job of sleep tracking for me. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the review. If you do, please hit the like button down below. Please think about subscribing and hitting the notification bell to be notified when I upload the next load of videos. Thanks again. Bye bye.